like to request Dr. Ved Prakash, who is from India, one of the countries holding largest number of camels also, and in the most diverse and harsh environments like Rajasthan. He is also working in the Bikaner Rajasthan University and National Research Center on camel. His topic is also of the same theme, like the milk yield composition and milkability of the Indian dromedary camel in India. So I would like to request Dr. Ved Prakash for sharing his opinion and presentation with us, please.
Thank you. First of all, I thank organizing committee for giving me the opportunity to present my work in this international seminar on role of camel in food security in changing climatic conditions. And I will be talking about the milk yield composition and milkability of Indian dromedary camel. And here in India also, we are now trying to make breed camel as a dairy animal. And we all know that from the various study, it has proved that camel milk has therapeutic potential, and as a result of which camel milk demand for the management of diabetes, autism, and many more health complications is on rise. And due to this, the increase of camel milk, demand of this camel milk has also increased, and now this camel is getting popular as a dairy animal. Further, now the draught power, use of camel as a draught power has decreased, and this has also led to exploration of its dairy potential. As a result of which, camel dairying is getting commercial attention throughout the world, even in India. And as we know that due to urbanization, the camel has undergone a change of image from sheep of desert to food security animal. Hence, the need to put to full use of its milk production capability through better management practices are required. And camel produces 2% of the world total milk, and camel dairy is coming at several places in the world. But the camel milk has never been appreciated, valued, or estimated properly. Recent study has shown that the camel can meet the milk requirement of not only the pastoral people but also other population if managed, bred, and fed properly. And furthermore, in the changing and global warming scenario, underexploited species like camel will find a better place to thrive and produce even under harsh climatic conditions. So, importance of this species demands systematic study of proper milk recording, selection, and breeding to fully realize the exact genetic potential of the camel as a milk animal. Unlike other conventional dairy species, the camel has not passed through the process of selection for improvement of milk production. And the majority of the study conducted on the camel mostly concentrated on anatomical feature of this animal, traditional management, and physiological adaptation to desert condition. And very few study on the camel milk yield potential has been done. So if we see the camel genetic resources of the India, we have 9 recognized camel breed, and with a population of 0.25 million. Out of this, Bikaneri, Kutchi, Mewari, and Jaisalmeri are 4 main camel breed. And the camel is located in only few states of India, and Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, and Gujarat. It inhabits the 93%, more than 93% population of Indian camel. And it provides livelihood security to rural masses of arid and semi-arid part of India. Like other camel countries, in India also demand of the camel milk is on rise. And so the Indian camel breeds are now being evaluated for its dairy potential, and effort to develop camel as a dairy species underway. And in this process, and if we see that this camel milk is providing a great opportunity for the camel farming community. And if we see one a simple case of diabetes only, so India has around 7 crore people with the diabetes, of which 5 to 10% are of the type 1 diabetes people. And there for them, if we allot them half a liter milk daily, then around 35 lakh liter of milk is required per day. And this will cost around 35 crore per day. And to meet this requirement, we need additional population of around 7 lakh camel. And this is only possible if we improve the productivity per animal as well as the reproductive efficiency of the animal. Considering these factors in mind, we have started collecting data on the milk yield potential. So at our farm at NRCC National Research Center on Camel, we are hand milking the animal, and by the traditional Raka community people. They are the traditional camel breeder, and we are engaging them for the milking. And before milking, proper staining was done by tying of the hind leg with the rope, and proper cleaning of udder and teeth with water about room temperature and drying with the clean towel was done. And milk recording commenced from the 15th day after calving and was continued unless the daily yield reduced to less than 800 grams per day. And from 15th day of calving up to 90 days, we are doing the tested milk yield recording at weekly interval. And from during this period, calves are separated from the mother in the previous day evening, and in the next day we are recording the milk. And after 3 months, we are winning the animal, and after winning, daily milk is recorded, morning and evening milks are recorded. And so from between 2017, data was recorded, and daily milk yield record from 116 camel and more than 41,860 record was collected. And for the milk composition studies, weekly interval data was collected, and total 8,742 record was collected. And data was analyzed using a general linear model procedure of SPSS, and effect of breed parity, season, and then year of calving was considered in the analysis. And this is the milking procedure and milk recording system. So we are isolating the animal in the milking area, then restraining the camel, then allowing the leg down by the calf, then milking of the lactating camel we are doing, and then we are recording the daily milk yield, and we are sampling it for the milk consumption analysis. So our average daily milk yield for the Indian dormitory is 4.06 kg per day. And if you see, there is this daily milk yield is influenced by the factor, and we also see the breed, year, month of lactation, season, and parity influence the milk yield. And a Kutchi breed animal has the highest milk yield of 4.7 kg per 76 kg per day, and Bikaneri animal has the lowest milk yield 3.48 kg. And so daily milk yield showed an increasing trend from the first month to 6 months of lactation. Thereafter, a declining trend was observed. And you can see from this graph that how the lactation, the peak yield we achieved in the 6th month of lactation. Thereafter a decline, and from the 14th month, the decline was more sharper. And if you see the parity wise, the milk yield, so the 4th parity animal has the highest milk yield of 4.85 kg, and the 1st parity animal has the lowest milk yield. And if the seasonal variation is also there, and the this monsoon season from the July to October period, highest milk yield was recorded for 4.37 kg, and for the season, these are the season of recording. So November to February, the lowest 3.93 kg, and for the March to June, in the summer season, the milk yield was the lowest 3.67 kg. So and the completed lactation record of this animal was also analyzed, and so average lactation length we found was 370 days, and the lactation yield of 1,463 kg under farm condition. And lactation performance also differed significantly between the breed and parity. You can see that the lactation length was highest for the Kutchi animal, and they have the highest milk yield also of in the lactation 1,908 kg, and the lowest lactation yield was for the Bikaneri camel 1,262, and for the Jaisalmeri it was 1,309, and Mewari 1,049. And if you see the peak yield, it was around 7.5. Average peak yield was 7.54 kg, and individually it was highest for the Kutchi 8.69 kg. And you can see the parity, the highest parity lactation yield was seen in the 4th parity animal, and the 4th parity animal has the average lactation yield of 1,906 kg, and the 1st parity has the lowest, less than 1,200 kg. And we observed the individual, when we saw the individual milk yield potential, we can see that we have animal with the very good, out of 160 animal, at least 10% animal has very good dairy potential. And mostly from the Kutchi animal, you can see that the peak yield we found was around 14.30 kg for one animal, and for many animal it is more than 8 kg. And these are some of the animals with a very good dairy potential. And then we analyze the milk, camel milk composition. So average fat, SNF, lactose, protein, and total solid composition was found at 2.53% fat, 7.84% SNF, and 3.99% lactose, 2.89% protein, and 10.38% total solid. And milk composition was also affected by the parity, lactation stage, milking time, year, and breed. Among the from breed, you can see that Bikaneri breed higher fat, SNF, lactose, protein, total solid, most probably due to lowest milk yield among the four breed. And the Bikaneri has the this Kachi animal has the lowest fat percentage, most probably due to higher milk yield in these animals. And this milk composition also varied between the lactation month. So you can see that initially the milk yield was this fat percentage was high. Thereafter it decreased in the third month, and it was constant, and in the later lactation it increased slightly, but it was never more than 3%. And you can see that the morning milk is higher, so it has lower fat percentage compared to evening milk yield. And same for other traits, protein, lactose, SNF, and total solid, there is also variation, but not much differences is seen between the morning and evening milk. And we also analyze the relationship between the milk in the milk composition. So all the milk yield trait were negatively correlated with the milk composition trait like fat, SNF, protein, but milk constituent were positively correlated with each other. But the negative correlation was not very high. And we also tried to study the milkability of our animals. So milkability, as we know, that defined as the ability of animal to give a regular, complete, and rapid milk secretion by the mammary gland in response to a proper milking technique. So, and if we want to develop camel as a dairy animal, so it necessitates its evaluation for milkability. Milkability has a great effect on the culling rate. Monitoring the milkability allowed to improve efficiency of milking procedure and reduce farm production costs. As we know that more than 50% of the working time in a dairy cattle farm is required for milking, and thus has a great impact on the farmer's profit. To optimize milking timer, farmers should select the animal with similar characteristics in terms of milkability. And for this, we conducted a study on 30 lactating camel, 9 from Bikaneri, 6 from Jaisalmeri, 9 from Kachi, and 6 from Mewari breed during 2019. And for this, to study the effect of different factor on milkability, breed parity, sex, camel milker, phase of lactation, teat length, teat diameter were considered for its effect on milkability. Daily milk for the milkability was studied through the modern milk yield recording, and minimum 6 record per animal was collected at varied from 6 to 22. And for this general
kindly Dr. Ved Prakash, if you may don't mind, we have to take care of the time.
Okay, ma'am. Just 2-3 slides left.
Okay, thank you.
So I am coming to the result. So average milk letdown time was found by 48.19, milking time was 2.66, and milk flow rate was 1.23 minutes kg per minute. And and during this recording period, the morning milk is recorded was 3.24 kg. And for the period, the Kachi animal, the morning milk yield, there were highest, and middle lactation highest milk yield are recorded, and accordingly this parameter varied. So you will see that among the 4 breed, Kachi breed achieved milk letdown time in shortened duration. Mewari breed took maximum time for milk letdown, and the breed differences observed may be due to differences in the production potential and the purpose for which the breed was selected and currently reared. So Kachi has been reared for milk production for many years, so maybe it has better milkability. And the first parity animal took more time for milk letdown, and this may be due to that these animals are more reactive and more well adapted for the milking condition, like isolation to milking weight, time of the animal. And similarly for the teat measurement, so very high teat diameter or very low teat diameter also related to higher milk letdown time. Similarly, for the milk flow rate and milking time, a significant differences were observed between the breed lactation state and the milk yield. And maximum milk flow rate was achieved found in the Bikaneri camel, and lowest was in the Kachi camel. And the breed differences observed for milk flow rate is mainly due to differences in milk yield and milking time of the breed, because milk flow rate is derived from the milking time and milk yield only. So and then among the milker, we also studied whether the milker is influencing the milking time or milk flow rate. So we found that the milker effect was not significant, and this is mainly because we are using the milker with the similar skill and experience. And we also calculated the correlation between the milkability rate, teeth measurement, and milk yield. And milk length on time has poor and non-significant correlation with milkability and teeth measurement rate. But the milk yield, milking time, teeth length, and teeth diameter has high and significant positive correlation with each other and range from 4.5 to 8.8. And positive correlation between milk yield, milking time, and teeth measurement showed that these data are interrelated to each other. So coming to the summary, the average daily milk is for the Indian tomato is 4.06, and it is influenced by the breed, year, month of lactation, various factors. And it's the best. And positive association between milking time, milk yield, teeth measurement may be used for selection of camel with superior dairy potential. And further research is needed to investigate the phenotypic variability and relationship between milk yield, milkability, and teeth characteristic at population level for its use as an indicator for breeding purposes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ved Prakash, for giving us an insight into a dromedary camel production in India about milk. There